This is how to refill HP DesignJet ink cartridges. Refilling HP DesignJet cartridges is very easy with Inkowl. Inkowl's inks closely match the color of HP ink and are made in the USA, which allows us to guarantee a consistent product. Our inks are fade resistant and can be used anywhere you currently use HP inks. With Inkowl, you can save on ink costs without impacting the quality of your prints. We will now demonstrate the refill process on a real HP cartridge. We will first refill the cartridge's ink bag through the ink port, while allowing built-up air pressure to exit the cartridge via the air port. Then, we will prime the cartridge to ensure the bag is free of air. And finally, we will check the cartridge to confirm that the ink bag was not damaged during the refill process. For this refill, you will require the following tooling: a large syringe with a special pointed cannula needle for injecting the ink, as well as a second needle which will be used for the air port. The use of this specific kind of needle is essential to avoid damaging the cartridge's two ports. The necessary tooling is available on Inkowl's website. Step 1. Position the cartridge with the two ports facing up. Insert a cannula needle directly through the center of the air port, to a depth of around 3/8 of an inch, just far enough to penetrate the rubber seal. Do not insert the needle all the way. We have now created an opening for air pressure to escape the cartridge body during the refill. Do not remove this needle until the refill is complete. Step 2. Fill the large syringe with the appropriate color of Inkowl ink. Take care to avoid drawing too much air into the syringe. Insert the cannula needle through the center of the ink port, again to a depth of around 3/8 of an inch. You will need to insert the needle at a slight angle to get around the cartridge's ball valve. You can now begin injecting ink. Feel free to add as much or as little ink as you want. There is no need to refill to full capacity. In fact, we recommend refilling around 100 ml less than full, since this will make the priming process easier. The best way to tell how much ink you have is with a scale. For your reference, here are the empty and full weights of HP DesignJet cartridges. We will now prime the cartridge. Priming is the process of removing any air trapped inside the cartridge bag. This is important to obtain a consistent print quality from the refilled cartridge. Step 3. Allow the cartridge to rest with the ports facing up for a couple of minutes. Then, shake and lightly tap the cartridge to encourage any trapped air in the bag to rise up towards the ink port. Step 4. Reinsert the syringe into the ink port, then slowly withdraw upwards. You should notice a flow of air coming out of the ink port, followed by a clean flow of liquid ink. Withdraw until you have extracted about 5 to 10 ml of clean ink flow. Step 5. If necessary, repeat the priming process until as much air as possible has been removed. Note that it's impossible to fully remove 100% of the air from the ink bag, since new air will enter each time you open and close the valve. However, this tiny quantity of air will not cause any issue. Step 6. Remove the needle from the air port. As long as you've inserted the needles only to the depth as shown in this video, they should not have come anywhere near the ink bag. Nonetheless, it's still very important to verify that the bag remains intact. Step 7. Rotate the cartridge so that the two ports are facing down. Then shake and lightly tap the cartridge against the table. Confirm that no ink leaks out. Step 8. Without rotating the cartridge, lift the cartridge straight up so that you can peek underneath. Confirm again that no ink has leaked. Most importantly, confirm that the air port is perfectly clear and has no ink inside of it. If there is ink inside the air port, then this means the bag is leaking. If the cartridge is leaking, or if there is any ink visible inside the air port, the cartridge must be discarded. Step 9. In a single swift motion, rotate the cartridge back to its natural sideways orientation. Cartridges should always be stored sideways when outside of the printer. You can now install the refilled cartridge back into your printer, or keep it in storage for future use. Note that the ink levels displayed on the printer are controlled by the cartridge chips. As such, these will remain unchanged from where they were before the refill. Once the level on the chip reaches 0, the printer will display an empty cartridge error and stop printing. To continue printing beyond this stage, the ink level on the cartridge will need to be bypassed. The procedure to do this varies for each printer model. Please refer to our website for the procedure for your particular model. For those who would rather not refill, Inkowl also offers high-quality remanufactured cartridges for HP DesignJet printers. Since these cartridges come with brand new chips, ink levels will be displayed completely normally. Using our remanufactured cartridges is as easy as using name brand HP cartridges. Simply install and continue printing. Whether you use our refill kits to fill your existing cartridges or use our pre-filled remanufactured cartridges, you're obtaining a quality American-made product specifically designed for your printer model. Reduce your shop's ink costs, all while maintaining the quality of your work with Inkowl's fantastic products. Take a moment, think green, think refilling, think Inkowl.